Alright, guys, gals, and everything in between, you're not actually going to get the classic can opening sound because this is take two, because I feel like I could do better than I did last time. So, anyways, I gotta still talk about this pile of shit. Anyways, yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. So that happened. And also to that one YouTube commenter who said that I straight up died after that sour cosmic punch. No, I did not die from that. In fact, I became 10 times stronger. But at the same time, the only thing that almost killed me were all of the army of midget Latina strippers that I was hanging out with. Oh, yeah. That was a crazy, crazy weekend in Waco. What they can do with a turnip. Anyways, alright, guys, gals, and everything in between, I'm here today to review for you Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. I'm punishing myself for how bad this movie is by drinking that Peach 4 Loco at room temperature. Yeah. Anyways, so, Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. Paul Rudd's Ant-Man is doing his Ant-Man thing. He's famous. He wrote a book now. And he's trying to adjust to this new life. Catherine Newton plays his daughter, and they are a little bit at odds for some reason, which makes no sense because he's trying to make up for lost time, and she like resents him for it because she's like, "Well, you get to stay during the blip, and we didn't." Which I'm like, "Wow, you're a selfish kind of like bitch." Anyways, so yeah, they're doing that. Turns out somehow his daughter has the ability to create a device that can scan the entire quantum. Okay, remember in Iron Man 1 when it took Tony Stark and all of his ingenuity to make a device that was just a battle suit? And it took all of that and he evolved over time. Nope, now we have like a 16-year-old girl who just magically is like, oh, hey, I can make a radar that can scan the quantum realm. NASA can't do this. S.H.I.E.L.D. can't really do this. There's interdimensional beings that don't know all the things about the quantum realm. But this 16 or 17, however, in real life she's an adult, but this child, in terms of character, just whipped this up in the garage with a little help from Hank Pym, which they somehow kept a secret from Paul Rudd's character, which also makes no sense whatsoever. But then again, also, it makes no sense to be able to go in between atoms and somehow they're not able. They now can just go without their helmets, take that off all the time, and not wear their suits, even though there's no oxygen. And somehow it's Guardians of the Galaxy now. Thanks, James Gunn, with your shit tier everything. But I'm going to blame James Gunn for everything for a while because I still hate the fact that he's doing his James Gunn thing with DC. But it still screams of James Gunn. This entire thing. That and they blatantly rip off Tron. Visually, some of the scenes look really good. Some of the visual effects look quite terrible, but they're also just blatantly copied and pasted from Guardians of the Galaxy. There is no difference between space and everything. You're going to have content creators like John Campea who will defend Marvel to their dying breath because he likes to do dirty things to them like uncles like to do to certain, not uncles. And yeah. Wow, that went dark. Wow, we're going full blown like what's that one movie with that? I don't even know. But I like to make fun of uncles. It's an easy target, especially, because yeah. But okay, anyways, Michelle Pfeiffer. She's good. Uh Michael Douglas, he's great as Hank Pym. The entire plot makes no sense in terms of their motivations. Why she would hide all the information that she does to get the plot to happen is literally just because I needed the plot to happen. And yeah, this is a hot mess. Kang, I don't understand. They're hyping him up, but at the same time, they're just like, oh yeah, here's Kang, he's awesome. Yeah, okay, the actor who plays Kang is awesome. And he's doing the best he can with the shitty writing he's got. And yeah, I don't. Also, MODOK. Oh my god. MODOK. He looks like he's in Spy Kids 2. And actually, there's some of the visual effects in Spy Kids 2 I'd buy over the visual effects in this. But MODOK was a joke. And I'm like, really? That was your MODOK? This entire time, this is what you built to for MODOK? Is that? I mean, I get you literally are running a slave trade with your visual effects artist, Marvel, but Jesus Christ, you half-assed MODOK to the point, if there are MODOK fans, I hope they're very insulted. Um, Aside from that, positives, Paul Rudd, when he's not just standing off to the side going, oh wow, that's cool, interesting, I didn't know that. I'm just going to stand here and not be Ant-Man, because this is not Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania. If you'd have called this movie Quantumania and it was about Kang being like, I'm going to do Kang things, and then Ant-Man happens to show up, I'd be like, well, that's random. Why is Ant-Man here? But this isn't an Ant-Man movie, and as someone whom, if you've been with the channel long enough, you know I even read the Ant-Man comics well before the movies. And it's such a shame we haven't gotten Ant-Man movies where you take everyday stuff and make it big. And it just doesn't feel genuine, other than the first Ant-Man movie, really. And it's a shame, and it pisses me off because I love Ant-Man. I wanted to see Ant-Man square off against the Taskmaster. Oh, wait, we already had that ruined in Black Widow. So we didn't get that. But I want an Ant-Man movie that's just an Ant-Man movie. Also, Michael Pena is not in this film, and yes, you do notice it because you do not laugh in this film. There were no jokes that landed whatsoever. This movie is a pile of shit, and yeah, it looks like they're walking around on a Windows 98 screensaver for most of it. And it will make you want to take a shit worse than that entire Arby's menu. It's bad. So, yeah, I do not find any enjoyment in this film. Is it worse than Halloween Ends, which is the last movie I ripped a new asshole? No. Well, yes, it is worse, because I would rather watch Halloween Ends to be like, wow, that's the fucking ending you picked, to I have to sit there and watch just a really mediocre CGI fest ripoff of Tron, and I'm still waiting for Tron fucking 3. God, get on that. Well, they announced it, but it's got Jared Leto, so we all know that's going to be about as, satisfying as my dating life. Anyways, yeah, this film is garbage. It's my official rating. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I got plenty more videos coming to you. Don't watch this movie. There were literally 7 people in the theater, and I counted because I was so bored at one point, and 2 of them walked out. So we got 5 satisfied customers. All right, good job, Disney. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Got plenty more videos coming to you. Also, because they hate me and they sent a cease and desist or whatever the fuck they sent once to try and silence my Cinderella review. Fuck you, Disney. Love you guys. Yeah, fuck James Gunn, too.